Hi, grade fives. Today's video is on fractions and word problems, and since you only have one page to do, I'm only going to do question number one with you, and then you're doing number two yourself, number three in the book, number four, number five, number six yourself, and then the bonus as well. Okay? So it looks like number three and the bonus are the only ones you need to write in your book, but if you need scrap paper or line paper to do your work, you can, okay, if there's not enough space in your workbook to do it. All right, so number one, the chart shows the times of day when a lizard is active. So you can see the light gray is awake but inactive, the dark gray is asleep, and the white is awake and active. So you can see in the pie chart how it breaks down. All right, so what fraction of the day is the lizard A, awake but inactive? So the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out how many parts the day has been split into. So you have to count the slices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means in total you have 8 parts. That tells you that every single fraction is out of 8. Okay? So you can actually just write the denominator for every fraction for A, B, and C to start off with. Now, what fraction of the day is the lizard awake and inactive? So that's the light gray. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 parts. So that means 4 eighths. That's all you have to do. So you're going to write 4 eighths below A. B, what fraction of the day is the lizard asleep? So asleep is dark gray. So only 1 eighth. So you're going to write 1 eighth below asleep. And C, awake and active. So count the white parts. 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 eighths. That's all you need to do. For number two, describe the set of letters in at least 3 ways using the fraction 3/6. So for example, one of them could be 3/6 of the letters are uppercase. Okay, so A and A are uppercase. So that's what it means. Okay, I gave you one already. So you got to find another 2, and you're going to write it here and number them, please. Number 3 in your notebook, use each fraction twice to describe the set of shapes. So you need to use 1/7 in a statement twice, 3/7 in a statement twice, and 4/7 in a statement twice. So you have to make sure you use all 3 fractions twice. So that means in total you should have 6 statements, okay, using these set of shapes. So please write it in your notebook because there's clearly not enough space here. Okay, number 4, write 4 equivalent fractions for the amount shaded in the picture. All right, so what you want to start off with is counting how many squares are in total here, and then count the shaded. That will be your first fraction. Okay, and then you have to think about, here's another hint, maybe how many columns the rectangle have been divided into, or how many rows it's been divided into, or if you look at just the shaded part, that would be 1 out of 2 parts. Okay, so you got to write me 4 equivalent fractions using what you see in number 4. Okay, number 5, actually, you know what, let's do number 4 together. I'll do number 4 with you. Okay, so we're going to start off, so you have to have 4 equivalent fractions. Let me write that first. Okay, so we're going to count how many boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so our first fraction is going to be out of 12. So how many have been shaded? 3, 6. So we're going to write 6. That's your first one. Then let's do, I don't know, let's do rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, let's, hold on. You know what? Just give me a second. All right, I figured it out. Okay, so Now we're going to break it into twos. So this 2 squares makes 1 rectangle. So we have 2, 4. So we have, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 groups of 2. And so how many are shaded? So 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. So 3 groups have been shaded. Okay, now if we look at each column, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's out of 4 parts. And how many columns have been shaded? 1, 2. Okay, now if we look at the entire rectangle that is shaded, that will be 1 rectangle, and then there will be another rectangle that is unshaded. So there are 2 parts to that. So how many big rectangles have been shaded? 1. So it's a half. So you should have these fractions for number 4. Okay. Number 5, Anna's backpack weighs 3/4 kilogram. Raj's backpack weighs a half kilogram. Whose backpack weighs less, Anna's or Raj's? Or Raj's, I should say. So you need to look for equivalent fraction. So that means you will have to change the denominator of 2 to the same as 4. Okay, so we're doing equivalent fractions. And let me see, you can look back to page, what would help you? I think page 33 will help you, okay? In order to do number 5, changing it into equivalent fractions, okay? So that you can figure out which backpack weighs less. All right, number 6. A salmon is 3/5 meter long and a tuna is 3/7 meter long. Which fish is longer? Explain how you know. So this one, if the numerators are the same, then you're looking at the denominators, okay? And that means you need to look on page 29, and the gray box in there tells you what to do, okay? A bonus. Josh biked 10/50 kilometer in 1 minute. Mary biked 10/40 kilometer in 1 minute. Who cycled farther in 1 minute? Who cycled faster? Explain. So you should look at the same page I just told you to look at for figuring out which one is further or faster by looking at the denominators. Okay, and I think that should be it. Oh, for bonus, you can also try to find equivalent fractions. So your hint, this is a massive hint, is to change the denominators for each fraction into 200, okay? And then see if you can compare it that way as well. All right, you are in charge of doing number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bonus on your own. All right, that's it.